The penultimate episode has arrived. And this one is big. Well, not as big, but you kind of get my point. This is Mega Man NG, and I welcome you all to the penultimate episode review for the TMNT 2012 series. We are now at Season 3, Episode 24, Dinosaur Seen in Sewers. And yes, we're about to get a very big problem. Here's the deal. I'll provide a summary, as well as some of the things that I liked, because there was a lot to like, as well as some signs of what is hopefully yet to come. Let us begin. Rockwell and Slash are in the sewers looking for something, like a dinosaur. What they find proves to be a shock, and a force to be reckoned with. The turtles meanwhile watch the final episode of Kraang the Barbarian, and the result they get is anything but. Raph gets a message from Rockwell of trouble. Big trouble. He decides to find out for himself, but the big question is this. If he does find whatever it is that's causing a havoc, has Raph bitten off more than he can chew? Who is he? What is he? And more importantly, why is this thing here on Earth? The penultimate episode has finally arrived, and what better way to do so by bringing up something big. And I mean really big. I feel that personally this episode is pretty much a setup for the season finale. Because what else? We get something that serves as the impetus. Zog. Yup, Zog makes his first and only debut here in this episode. Voiced by Lance Henriksen. And you gotta admit, Lance Henriksen did a pretty good job. He really did, because he actually got the feel of a Triceraton. Yes, this episode also marks the first appearance of the Triceratons. They are pretty much alien creatures that look like Triceratops, and they have made numerous appearances throughout the TMNT franchise, such as Night of the Dark Turtle in the 1987 series, as well as the 2003 series, which, well, they have made many appearances throughout the seasons, starting with Season 2, which was pretty much an adaptation of TMNT 5, 6, and the Fugitoid issue. And they would make numerous appearances after that, even in Fast Forward, which to me I personally liked. The episode's main focus is on Zog, who's on Earth and is struggling to breathe on it as well. A little interesting thing about the Triceratons is that they breathe nitrogen, whereas oxygen have them act really delusional, which is why Triceratons would always have these breathing regulators that would allow them to breathe nitrogen and handle the Earth's atmosphere. However, Zog's appearance only serves as an impetus for something much bigger. Yeah, if you guys know, Zog is a Triceraton, and seeing him in battle only proves how dangerous he is. And I mean extremely dangerous. From the beginning of this episode up until the end, we actually get to see just how powerful a Triceraton can be. They are not ordinary threats. They're an alien force, an alien empire that will stop at nothing to wipe away the Kraang. Speaking of which, the Kraang actually make their return here, which, last we checked, we haven't seen them since the Season 3 mid-season finale, the Battle for Earth. I never thought we'd be seeing them again. Unfortunately, they've been in hiding for some time since, well, they were kind of bitter after getting their butts kicked. And they had a big plan, but luckily the Turtles and Zog were able to stop it before it gets any worse. There is one interesting thing about them. They have a fear for Triceratons, and for a very good reason. All this soon culminated in a showdown at the end with the Kraang, but even so, it then led to another showdown, which to me was the highlight of the episode itself. A showdown between the Turtles and Zog. Zog was able to regain his gear, as well as his intelligence and whatnot, but he had something much worse. A beacon. A beacon that, when used, would pretty much bring the entire Triceraton army to anywhere in the galaxy. And Zog realizes that, yeah, Earth is kind of messed up and decides to get rid of them, including the Kraang. The Turtles, despite their best efforts, were unable to stop him, and it was up to Raph who had to destroy the beacon. And even though he tried to save Zog, which, to be fair, he did kind of manipulated him into pretty much doing what he wanted, like dealing with the Kraang, it all led to a rather depressing scene, with him saying, Long live the Triceraton Empire. He would rather die a hero than live long enough to be the villain, in his own messed up, twisted way. Fun fact. Here's a little fun fact for you, because most of the battle actually took place in the Statue of Liberty. If you notice Zog's gear, one of them had the NES Advantage. You know, that little controller that the Ghostbusters use in Ghostbusters 2? Yeah, I'm not kidding. They actually did that. And also to mention the word Venkman. Venkman was here. Which you could guess that oh my god. As a fan of Ghostbusters, this just made me a little giddy inside. And I know many of you who did see Ghostbusters 2 would actually catch that reference rather well. Now, don't get me wrong, this episode was very good. And the ending, well, let's just say that the finale is gonna be really, really crazy. I really enjoyed it. It was alright. It was a good action episode. It was pretty much a Raph episode, but all of it is for naught, because it all just sets things up for the season finale, and you can guess how that's gonna turn out. Next week is when I'm finally gonna be reaching full circle. Why is that? Because we're gonna be reviewing, or rather, I'll be reviewing the season 3 finale, Annihilation Earth. And this finale is going to be a big review. Not just any ordinary review. Oh no. This review is going to be big. If you thought my season 4 finale review, Owadi, was big, you haven't seen anything yet. Because this review will not only cover the finale, not to mention the season as a whole, but also I am going to be detailing what happens next afterwards. As well as, I will be doing a TMNT series review, meaning I will be reviewing the entire series from start to finish. Just rather season by season, and then I will be making a top 5 of the best seasons hands down. Although if you know me, all of them are just as good, and a top 5 wouldn't do it justice. Why would it? Because through all intents and purposes, this show has been without a doubt amazing. And once I finally come full circle, you can pretty much guess that, my work on it is done. Well, not really, because there will be 3 episode re-reviews, meaning I will be re-reviewing 3 episodes from season 4 that I really should have put more effort into. It's a long way coming, but I have to at least do that. So that is going to be it for this TMNT episode review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. Do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and more importantly, click on the bell. Doing all of this helps me out greatly. And I look forward to hearing from you guys, because next week is gonna be big. This is Mega Man NG signing off. Peace out. Boo Yakasha.